be sure to like, share, and comment. And check out all of our endorsements at pillar.io/MURKradio. Link in description. Stream starting soon. Oh yeah. Let's do this. Wham. We're here. Hello everybody. I caught a gnarly sunburn today, and I was in a robe eating chili not that long ago, but I decided to clean myself up a little bit. Maybe you guys want to see my sunburn? Look at how that look. Look at it. Boiled like a lobster. Isn't that... There you go. If you've ever wished harm on me, I'm incredibly burned. Looks like we got Justin here in the Discord. Let's pop this Discord open. What up, my dude? We're burning the midnight oil for everybody from the middle of the country to the east today, so sorry for rolling late today. Working entertainment, but I'm finally getting like the muscles for it, so I'm able to maybe catch some evening streams if I miss doing the news during the day throughout the week. The weekend nowadays, though, the weekend, that's for video games. We're just gonna have a good time on the weekend now. We're just gonna chill. Care to do the news on the weekend. There's nothing going on. But I got us a warm-up story because I didn't want to start with something too crazy. You know, I didn't want to start like off the bat just like super triggering politicized content. So I picked a couple stories to kind of warm us.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? To kind of warm us into the seriousness. You guys will notice the title says Boris Johnson quits. Shout out everybody in the UK. Boris Johnson has quit. And
I thought he got fired.
He resigned. Everybody else in his party, his cabinet, whatever it's called, also resigned. So we're gonna listen to the news, kind of explain a little bit of that to us Yankees, you know what I mean? It's weird being Southern and saying Yankee, though, so to us Americans...
Yeah, that really hurt.
Yeah, it wasn't until after I said it. It left my lips and I was like, what in tarnation? I ain't no Yankee. Like, oh shit, yeah, no. Yep, I felt it inside myself. One lone ancestor, just speak up. Not one lone ancestor, a whole bunch of Southern ancestors. Oh.
Like all of them?
All of them. How was your day today? What'd you get up to, Justin?
I worked, and it was hot, so I then laid in the bed and stayed out of the heat, because that's the only cold room.
Right on. I also worked on the surface of the sun today. Out in it all day. Had to move a bunch of stuff for an event coming up, including some stairs from a storage unit. So there's a bunch of manual labor today. But
101 and 60% humidity.
ooh, what did we even get to today? I know in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oof. I know we reached like 101 when I looked earlier. It's 95 now that the sun's going down, but it was, I'm talking hot earlier today. And somebody had said out loud, like, it's 117 in Phoenix. And I was like, damn, we're more south than Phoenix.
That's a big nope.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. This is going to get real hot. So I've drank all the water today. All of it. Drink water, kids. As usual, you're going to see me drinking some caffeine on stream because I didn't take a nap or anything. I just got off work, took a shower, ate some chili, and got to it, man. Lux is out of town. Shout out, Lux.
I'm playing Bachelor 2.
What was that?
I'm playing Bachelor 2.
Right? It's weird here because it's just me and the cat for like a few days. So I'm missing Lux. Everyone at work is probably also missing Lux. And I'm sure she'll pop in the Discord at some point. I told her that we were rolling live, so she said she might pop in. So fingers crossed, we might hit the dub horn with her in the Discord for like the first time. Okay. First story. I don't know if I'm ready for the first story yet. I'm going to do a little inaugural bong hit. I've been doing the disclaimer lately. Guys, disclaimer, we cover the news, and it could get a little triggering. Might be upsetting to some of you. And also, I smoke herb. You're going to see me hit a bong on this stream. That's what I do. It's recreationally legal here in the state that I am in, and I also have a medical card, so yeah. Let's go to it. Okay, so the first thing I chose is dude. Brad Pitt says he can't see faces. Did you know that? Brad Pitt is face blind. He can't tell anybody from anybody. He has the same. It's basically like how I think everybody. If you have like a bob haircut and you're kind of a skinny brunette, I might think you're either Terry Hatcher or Anne Hathaway. Face blind to it, and I guess he's probably like that with everybody. Shout out to anybody that is face blind. That seems like an incredibly tough obstacle. I've had a...
Yeah, that just sounds kind of scary.
Right? I have a friend who finds similar, like, comparative attributes to celebrities and makes an amalgam, like, oh, that's so-and-so crossed with so-and-so, and that's how they categorize somebody in their mind because they are really bad at remembering faces. And, yeah, that's... Cat, what's the deal? Would you watching people smoke crack back here? There's somebody straight up doing heroin in the alley earlier.
Oh, that's always great.
Oh, I mean, and I had a straight, like, look-down view of it. I'm just gonna snap a photo at some point and put it in the Discord and show you guys, like, how close these junkies get. It's like being in a junkie zoo. Crazy. Big city problems. But Brad Pitt is face blind, and I don't know. What do you...
I feel like you would have talked about it before now.
Yes! 100%.
Oh, I'm not nearly as socially relevant as I used to be.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Yeah. Someone in the chat says they
I
don't...
hope that's not it.
Exactly. The Mivy Moments in the chat says they don't always recognize people, but they always recognize the dogs and remember the dog's name. Even for people like me who name their dogs...
As
like,
you should.
Yeah, I name dogs like human names, though. Like...
Yeah, I mean, it's... Most of the dogs I've had growing up have had at least somewhat human.
Right? Somewhat human. I like it that way. So I don't know. I feel like that's... That's fair. Hey, Miffy Moments, if you also have a dog, we are brought to you by BarkBox. Pillar.io/MURKradio. Click on BarkBox, and you'll get an exclusive deal for being a Murky and being here on this channel. And get your dog something cool on us, dude. Get a good discount, bro. And what up, Miffy Moments? I think I've seen your name before, so welcome back. Do you normally lurk? Welcome back. All right, let's see. Who's the source I pulled for the Brad Pitt story? It was like not people. It was Good Morning America. Yeah, let's check this out. This is from Good Morning America. Let's load this bad boy. Let's load this bad boy up.
We do want to turn now to our GMA cover story. Brad Pitt saying he has face blindness, and that's a condition that he says leaves him unable to recognize faces. Our Kaylee Hartung has more on what this is and how it's treated. Kaylee.
Now, Bruce Willis has, well, what is it? Some kind of like form of like dementia or a memory issue. I forget what it is, and now Brad Pitt can't see faces. Are they coming after the Expendables? Have the Expendables moved past Expendable and now they are the Disposables? Like, they are really gunning after our 80s to early 90s heat. Now we just gotta see, and Tom Cruise will never know what's wrong with Tom Cruise because he's into Scientology. They'll just blame it on
the Thetans, dude.
Yeah, they'll blame
That's the only thing that causes the problem.
Exactly, they'll blame it on Thetans. They'll just blame it on Thetans.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, TJ. Brad Pitt has one of the most recognizable faces in the
Yellow
world.
is popping
you
this
wouldn't want to run
season,
into
dude, I'm
him at a
telling
party,
you.
but it turns out social settings often make him feel ashamed because he worries people think he's snubbing them when really he believes he's struggling with this rare condition.
This morning, Brad Pitt opening up about a condition he says leaves him unable to recognize people's faces.
I don't know your name, but I remember that hair.
Why would they pull a movie clip where he said... It's a little rough. A little rude.
And I remember your white little face.
The star telling GQ magazine that he believes he has prosopagnosia, or face blindness, preventing him from recognizing faces in social settings, saying, nobody believes me.
Oh, snap.
I don't know what else to say.
In prosopagnosia, experienced by about 2% of Americans, one's memory and sight are fine, but areas of the brain that process faces may not work properly.
For some people, it may be just some minor difficulties in remembering people's names and keeping strangers straight. And for other people, it may...
Do you think... So, do people with this condition, are they able to, like, make out faces in wood grain and random patterns? Like, I imagine you or I can, Justin? I know I do it all the time. You know,
I would have never thought about that.
Yeah, like, does that affect your pattern recognition?
Pareidolia, right?
Yeah. Does that?
I mean, it would have to, wouldn't
it? That's what I'm thinking. Is like that sounds like some serious frontal lobe like cross wiring. That could really cause you like pattern recognition issues later in your life. Which he does kind of like have this reputation as like a Hollywood kind of eats on set loaf about. I wonder if part of that has to do with his just like lack of social awareness and lack of pattern recognition. Like he doesn't pick up on patterns necessarily too very quickly. I wonder if that's true with him. It'd have to be. It'd have to be. You know, it's the same part of the brain that does what we're talking about. Where it's like, I wonder what that does to affect your creativity. You know, if you're a visual artist, which he's an actor, but he does it. I've seen him emote with his face incredibly well. So I see how his crowd could be like, I don't believe you. Like you just cried on command. We don't believe you can't remember faces. You're just making an excuse for being rude, and that's fine. But
I mean, he can, like, people who are face blind, from what I understand, can still like read emotions on people's faces.
Yes.
They just aren't able to equate the face with someone else. You know, like if you put the two, they can't really distinguish the difference. They can still see the emotional changes.
Gotcha, that's right. It's easy for me to lose sight
I might be wrong.
No, I think you're right with that, because it's easy for me to lose sight of like you know, it's easy for me to put a face and a name together in my head. And this is specifically what this condition is. It's like, no, you won't do that. Like, your brain doesn't remember faces. Remember things about people. Which is interesting and kind of endearing. Like, if he remembers you, it means he really likes you or something. You know? Like, I wonder the people he like recognizes.
Such that they have issues with recognizing.
He just gives all of his friends a specific item and tells them to wear it every time they're around him.
Hey, eye patch. It's like, dude, you know I'm Johnny Depp. You know it's me, Johnny Depp. Why are you calling me eye patch? What species of drug are you on? Fuck, it's a Johnny Depp trial. Goodness. Gotta get Arianthe in here and find some time to crack through that timeline. We're still doing that. We're still doing true crime in chat. I didn't replace it with news dump. News dump's the regular grind now. You just literally dump the news. Here's news.
GQ
Here's us reacting to news
to a certain impression of him
and getting through it together.
And aloof, inaccessible, self-absorbed. The A-list actor describing the disorder in a 2013 Esquire magazine.
See, that's what I just described him as, like self-absorbed, aloof.
Exactly.
Shit, that is what he's dealing with.
An article saying, so many people hate me because they think I'm disrespecting them. I took 1 year where I just said, this year I'm going to cop to it and say to people, okay, where did we meet? But it just got worse. People were more offended.
Well, off the top of my head, I'd say you're looking at a Boski, a Jim Brown, a Miss Daisy, 2 Jethros, and Leon Spinks.
How do you know if you have face blindness? Experts say if you have trouble following movie plots because the actors look the same to you, or if you have difficulty recognizing a...
This is some silly red flag stuff. But seriously, guys, if you have any of this, go get checked out. You might have face blindness. But goodness. What a list.
Family member in a context where you aren't supposed to see them, you may have prosopagnosia.
It is such an abstract concept and really hard, even for medical professionals, to understand.
While there's no cure for this, experts say there are some methods to help.
He just has, look, this photo they used of him back here. If it wasn't for this little touch of sideburns, this dude would seem like the coolest lesbian aunt. Like 3 cheers for this cool ass aunt. What up, Aunt Reno? We like you. Your Subaru is dope. You're always cool. Always buy stuff for us. You know what I mean? It's your dope lesbian aunt right there. She's a little hard and chiseled. She lives out west here in the desert.
Understand?
While there's no cure for this, experts say there are some methods
wire
to
wrapped
help,
turquoise
like
or some
a part
shit.
of the face that's unique if someone wears glasses or has a birthmark. Now, Pitt has
Oh,
not
heck
been
yeah,
officially
Miffy.
diagnosed with this condition.
We're going to get to Boris Johnson, by the way, I promise you. We're just going to do it a little deeper into the stream. Yeah, we're going to be celebrating that dude. Yeah, hopefully his hair is just spinning like a helicopter. His life is so crazy right now. Ooh. Oof. Thank you for joining us, Miffy.
But there is
That is one of the most ridiculous expressions I have heard in a while. Boris Johnson gets me fired up.
Fascinating. It had to be scary for somebody going through.
Yeah, it's a surprising story.
Well, hey there,
Robin. But that's what's up with Brad. We have next, Justin, while we're grinding through this
high-calorie
news.
food. Baby.
Well, it decided what was next. Okay. We've got a little bit of a grind piece. I'm going to, if you got them, smoke them. It's that time of the show. We're more than 10 minutes in. What the hell was that computer noise? We're more than 10 minutes in. We've got some, Balenciaga runway news. We got some more entertainment news. Checked out Brad Pitt. We got the Kardashians walking a runway. We got Taron Egerton and Paul Walter Hauser talking to people. Thought we'd check it out. Just stay up to date on the world of fashion. You know?
High-calorie food. Bathing. My own bed. Tom Cruise's favorite cake.
Cosmic gumbo.
Cosmic gumbo.
Things that make you belligerently aroused. Is that what you think that's what they're listing off? The Anne Hathaway and Sandra Bullock are both in Ocean's 8. Yeah, Lux, I don't know if I can tell anyone apart in Ocean's 8. Those ladies, yeah. You also have Julia Roberts and something with all of them. Julia Roberts is involved. Anyway.
What do all of these things have in common? We'll find out with Blackbird stars Taron Egerton and Paul Walter Hauser.
What were those looks? Dude was rocking the blazer with the turtleneck. Yo, what is this movie? Why does dude have a handlebar mustache so deep? It could scar the universe. Hold on. That's a slick look. I don't know why they've never done this, honestly. Taron should have been in the running for Bruce Wayne. Hear me out.
I mean, yeah.
Like this shot right here, I can believe it. Young Bruce Wayne. Like Bruce Wayne after he gets his groove back. But I don't know about emo boy Kurt Cobain Batman though. He wouldn't have been right for that Batman movie. That's for sure. Like the most recent one. But up next, what's up with this? Paul Walter Hauser's damn. What is this look? He looks like he rings bells for the governor. He makes gin. Like that's what this dude is up to.
Nattery's trying out for Firefly.
Yeah. Oh, snap. He's like, this is all just prep work for me to get into Firefly. I swear the movie The King on Netflix was just made to get Timothée Chalamet the spot on Dune. Like, I swear that's the only reason they made that movie. I bet you that's maybe the series is something like that. But this is from Blackbird on Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV, though. I don't think I know anyone that like has and follows an Apple TV show. Shout out in the chat, in the comments if you're watching this, like, you know, post-mortem when it's not alive anymore. Let me know.
Hauser, and we've got the stories that define the week on People in 10.
They got the bops at People, dude.
I'm Andrea Belke, bringing you everything you need to know about pop culture right now. We've got.
Hi, Angela. Hello. Hi. Please tell us about the celebrities.
10 minutes, so let's dive right in with the first 5, starting with the latest royal engagement. King Abdullah and Queen Rania of Jordan are celebrating as their daughter, 25-year-old Princess Iman, got engaged to a New York financier with a dazzling diamond solitaire ring.
Oh, damn!
The royals Prince William and Kate Middleton made an appearance at this year's Wimbledon, where they cheered from the royal box. And Kate, who is an avid tennis player herself, was even spotted blowing it.
That avid tennis player, that was a pretty weak looking everything. Like, are you an avid tennis player, or did you grow up doing it sometimes? Like, that's a pretty weak looking wrist right there. I'm just saying. I'm not even like a tennis pro by any stretch. I don't play tennis. But even somebody that doesn't play tennis, are you sure she's like hella into tennis, or just like a princess?
Player herself was even spotted blowing a kiss and giving a wave to her parents. The next day, the couple attended a charity polo match with a very special guest, their family dog, Orla. And while Lindsay Lohan is gushing about her new hubby.
Really? That's amazing.
Big Sean and Janae Aiko are getting excited about their baby on the way.
Make it happen, whatever.
That's copywritten. Thank you though, gang.
Koya.
It's been quite a transition, I would say. I really am just leaning on my friends, family for support. This is not something that I foresaw.
The pair announced the end of their engagement back in June. Next up, the post you've been loving this week. Kylie Jenner knows the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
What?
And she went all out.
What? Was that headline literally Kylie makes a sandwich? We're there. The Kardashians just have to make a sandwich. The Jenner Kardashian camp. If they tweet it, we talk about it. All she did was make a sandwich.
It's all just promotion for them.
You better believe this is going to be in printed press too, because this is on People. So you better believe somebody's typed up a stupid article about this sandwich. So
multiple.
So strange.
Making an assortment of epic sandwiches for her bae, Travis Scott.
It looks beautiful.
Camila Cabello.
She nailed it. Okay. It was a decent looking sandwich.
Enlisted the help of a young family member to
I'll
nail
give it to you,
this dance
Kylie.
on TikTok.
Give it to you.
While Lena Dunham got some
cool.
inspo from the rainbow for some colorful beach days. And have you ever wondered
Okay.
about Kanye West's favorite garden hose setting? Well, now we have the answer. Turns
Is this the darkest timeline? Is this the darkest timeline?
I was gonna cover the Large Hadron Collider, but could not find enough source material. So I guess somehow between, you know, me finding a headline and deciding to make a stream about it, we moved into another parallel universe where now I just can't find headlines about the Large Hadron Collider potentially taking us into an alternate universe like yesterday. But now it feels like this is some like interdimensional cable levels of like, huh? Why are you talking about this? I thought we get irrelevant sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel really good about our news dumping. Holy shit. Oh, Mist. Looks like he's hella into Mist. He's out west, so he has to like, you know, he's got tropical plants.
out he's a mist guy. The more you know. And while Ye was in the comments, his daughter North was in his closet, stepping out in Paris wearing a vintage blue jacket that looks really familiar.
Oh, snap.
North is in Paris for Haute Couture Fashion Week, where she watched mom Kim Kardashian strut her stuff in Balenciaga's star-studded show, alongside Dua Lipa, Nicole Kidman, Naomi Campbell, and...
Yo, they did Naomi Campbell dirty. They didn't do Nicole Kidman too great either. Hold on. They did Kim K great. Balenciaga likes to go all out for Kim K though.
It's supposed to be like an evil witch in a weird fantasy show.
Yeah, you know, like this, I'm cool with it. Yeah, like almost Maleficent, weird. Like you can't tell if it's silky or leathery, you know. I'm fine with it.
in Balenciaga's star-studded show,
Closer you
alongside
get,
Dua Lipa.
Lush and leathery. Dua Lipa's was, again, gaudy. They always go like bright colors with her for no reason. I guess if you were to tone her down, they might think she's Anne Hathaway. Brad Pitt can't tell any of these women apart.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman, they wrapped in goddamn foam, or not foam. They wrapped in goddamn tinfoil and just said, that's good. Now, this Naomi Campbell is unfortunate. Dude, y'all can't do this. She's a legend. She's a legend. And y'all got her in the teacup ride? That's like unfortunate. You got her in the dog cone? Rude. Rude. No love for it. No love for it.
And Bella Hadid. But Kim isn't the only one serving up style in the City of Light. Actress Michelle Yeoh looked so chic as she arrived to Balenciaga days after stopping by Schiaparelli.
She's also got the radical Squirtle shades. I'll show you guys later in the stream. Got those same shades. Guys. Got similar shades anyway. They're not the same. But they're also the cool Squirtle sunglasses. You know, like the one that runs the Squirtle gang.
Where Emma Watson held down the
Emma Watson looks like it's the same as it ever was. She looks like she's fronting the Talking Heads now. The fuck is that suit? They got her in some Roblox.
front row with Hunter Schafer and Rina Sawayama. And Rita Ora, Anita, and Natasha Lyonne showed up squat.
We don't talk negatively about Rita Ora on this channel, just so you guys know. We simp for Rita Ora on this channel. Don't worry about it. Moving on. I will say, what's her name? Natasha Lyonne. What is this like? Seashell nipple, crazy eye thing going on. This feels like Joel Schumacher and ancient Greece just like spilled out into your closet a little bit, and then you threw your dad's blazer on and were like, this is the look. This is the look today. What is this?
Italian brand. Across the Seine, Zoe Saldana was boho beautiful for Dior. At Chanel, Marion Cotillard, Lucy Boynton, and Keira Knightley gave a lesson in French girl fashion. As Asa Gonzalez and Sabrina Alba, Idris's wife, were pretty in pink at Giambattista Valli, where Olivia Palermo's mod mini dress was minty
I don't like the furry purse. Ladies out there, let me know what you think about the furry purse.
fresh. Trey Bien.
Yeah, we're grilling fashion. Don't worry about it.
In this week's People Cover story, Hayden Panettiere is opening up for the first time about her struggles, including addiction, postpartum depression, and domestic abuse.
I feel more empowered right in this moment than I have felt probably in my entire life.
We loved watching Hayden as Juliet Barnes on Nashville, but looking back, she says those 6 years were secretly really tough.
I was playing this very dramatic character that was constantly going through the same things that I was going through in real life.
I struggle with depression, and I'm trying
Right, Miffy. Yeah, kind of funny
control.
purse.
So when I got home, I didn't have a chance to deal with what
I didn't know Hayden Panettiere's been through some stuff. You know, you don't think... Yeah, you wouldn't imagine. If you, looking back, I guess, yeah. I bet everybody from that scene probably had a really hard time.
I was really going through.
With Hayden needing to focus on her mental health, the decision was made in 2018 that her daughter Kaya should live primarily with her dad, Hayden's ex-fiance Vladimir Klitschko, in Europe.
Oh, whoa.
The best thing that I could do for my daughter was to make sure that she was okay and take care of myself and make sure that I could be, you know, a good mom to her. So that sometimes means you have to let him go.
In more from
It's a tough decision. Whoa. So Hayden P's had a journey, dude.
this week's issue, we are counting down the hours till Thor: Love and Thunder hits theaters.
Today, will go down in history. How exciting.
Star Chris Hemsworth and director Taika Waititi have a strong bond these days, but their first meeting wasn't quite love at first sight.
It was super awkward.
Because I'd never really gone to those meetings before, and it was like really...
No, it's like a first date, a blind date, and I said, I've never done this.
We were just very polite to each other.
He's never done this, and then we just became best friends.
We became best friends, and that cut to now.
Tattoos.
And their forever friendship made for plenty of movie magic on set.
Having fun, and this is what it should be. It's the entertainment.
I bet that movie's great. I've heard nothing but good reviews so far. Taika Waititi's great. What a great combo. What a great combo.
Entertainment business, and to tell stories.
And also to be honest with each other. You know, this time, to be able to say, I'm frustrated in this moment. How do we fix this thing, you know? And because we communicate a lot on script stuff and the work stuff, and we've got a very open flow.
Now let's move on to some screen time.
I wonder what they think about that stupid ass new Thor costume. It looks like nobody had a say in. That costume looks like a design department committed, was paid high, like a lot of money, and then just went with it. So weird. Strange.
I'm so excited to be joined now by Taron Egerton and Paul Walter Hauser. Their new show Blackbird premieres on Apple TV Plus tomorrow.
I never wanted this for you. I wanted a totally different life. A steady paycheck, kids, a family.
I'm gonna ask ask you 5 questions. For question number
Looks
1,
intense.
you have to give me 1 answer. For question number 2, you have to give me 2 answers, and so on. Let's get
We're
started.
not going to do this.
First up, Blackbird is...
F this lady's Blackbird coverage. I don't care anything about that. No. On to the next one. We're going to go on to... Apple apparently is rolling out with their new iOS the ability to do some kind of lockout mode, which will prevent people somehow from stealing your cloud stuff, your cloud business. Let's see what they mean by that.
Welcome back. Apple is launching a new lockdown mode for iPhones, Macs, and iPads that will provide extreme protection against hackers. Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley joins us for the latest. And Dan, I got to tell you, I'm thinking about getting an iPhone and becoming a major celebrity.
Dude's flexing with bad blood out in the back there. Heck yeah. Yo, shout out Lux. Enjoy that, what was that? You say Sonic? Ice cream? I don't know. It better be a Sonic. Yeah, just Sonic. Enjoy Sonic. There's like no Sonics out here. I'm sure there's one somewhere, but you know, Jack in the Box, In and Out, Del Taco. Meh. I miss Sonic. I was raised around Sonic.
Celebrity, just so I can get this feature. Break it down for us.
That's right, Jared. This new feature is called Lockdown Mode, as you said. It will be available later this year with iOS 16, iPad OS 16, and Mac OS Ventura. That means we'll see them probably around the September timeframe, or this feature around the September timeframe when those pieces of software drop. But really, this is a very specific type of feature that Apple is releasing that will combat things like the NSO Group's Pegasus software. Now, you'll recall that the Pegasus software was a type of spyware that was able to circumvent essentially all of Apple's protections for the iPhone, giving users the ability to get access to a target's messages, phone's microphone, stored images, everything that you can imagine inside of an iPhone without even having the user needing to click on a malicious link in Messages or in the Mail app. Essentially, it was a zero-click application. It would fire at the iPhone or be fired at the iPhone, and then the target would just have their iPhone turn into one rectangular piece of spying equipment. And so Apple has been all over NSO Group to try to stop them.
They found a way to just turn your phone into spyware. Look, it's because you have a back door for all the police to do that here in America, for sure. They don't tape a microphone to you like they used to when they want to bug somebody. They just activate your cell phone in a way that it picks up everything in the room from your pocket. It's interesting how it works. It's look into it, gang. Check it out. Big Brother's got its ways. They're watching.
Filed lawsuits in the U.S. Against the company, and this is their latest step against it. So just to give you some ideas of what it will do, most messaging attachments, when lockdown mode is enabled, most messaging attachment types will be blocked, including link previews. That's important because that's how some of those types of attacks were being perpetrated. Also, certain web browsing features will be turned off unless you whitelist a feature. Different Apple services, such as FaceTime, will be blocked unless you've previously called a user on your own. You won't be able to connect wired connections to the iPhone unless your phone is unlocked. It cannot be locked to do that. And then you won't be able to install anything or enroll in mobile device management if you work at a company and use the iPhone. That's something that you use. So really a lot of really technical things here, but it's specifically for a certain set of users.
Well, so let's talk about that, Dan. I mean, we're talking about somebody like a dissident, human rights workers, those who could be specific targets. This is going to make everyday use of Apple products more difficult. Why is Apple taking this step?
Yeah, I mean, look, the NSO Group, this software, to say that it's incredibly damaging to Apple is an understatement. Apple is, marketed itself as a security and privacy, expert, right? They advertise the iPhone as essentially a lockbox for all of your information. And NSO Group went ahead and said, not really.
That is how they advertise the iPhone. It is
we can break into it if we want. They're one of the only companies out there. There may be one other that's able to do this. This is a major capability that Apple is launching. Obviously, it cuts down on the abilities for users to use their iPhone. But if you want that kind of security, chances are you're not going to care that you can't preview a message. You're more concerned about someone getting at your data, whether that's a major government or something along those lines. So, this is something that I think Apple has taken a lot of measure in releasing. They've weighed the pros and cons, and this is the way to do it. And, I got to say, though they are releasing this, it doesn't mean that anyone is safe. The bad guys are always ahead of the good guys in situations like this.
I got to tell you, I don't think anyone using NSO or Phoenix, whatever, cares too much about me. I still love the features. I'd like to try it out. Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley, thanks for stopping by here.
How do you do? Well, thank you, Dan. Internet security is important to all of us. That's why at pillar.io/MURKradio, I've got you Murkies an exclusive deal on NordVPN. If you go here to pillar.io/MURKradio, it is the second link down, NordVPN. Click the link. It adds our special exclusive deal for you Murkies, and then bam, you get to choose your plan. Now, again, if you're serious about cybersecurity, a VPN is the way to go. You can mask your IP to be in any country you choose. If you want to watch Indian Netflix, if you're trying to shop on some strange backdoor Chinese Amazon, get a VPN. It's going to be easier to do those things. And get a discount on it. Every discount you get helps this channel, keeps the lights on. It's going to get us better gear. Probably a green screen or something at some point. Anyway, also join the Discord, guys. pillar.io/MURKradio. One-stop shop for everything MURKradio related. All right. Let's see here. We've got the Boris Johnson news. That is where we are at, guys. We're at the Boris Johnson news. It's time. Everybody celebrate. Everybody, yes. Pile on in. Get in here. It's time. Trigger warning, we're talking about Boris Johnson. How we do it now. What up, Alley Cats? What up, Alley Cats? Hey, hop in this chat. It's Boris Johnson time. Hey, press F to pay respects to Boris Johnson's administration. It's gone. It's dead. Comment F if you're watching this post-mortem. If you're watching this now while we are all alive, please press the F in the live text chat. All right. I've got the lengthiest of coverage on Boris Johnson's resignation I could find. The source is PBS NewsHour, so brought to you by viewers like us, guys. Let's check this out. I am so pumped for this, guys.
Barely one day after striking a defiant tone, Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson told his nation today that he would resign his post later in the summer and stand down now as head of the Conservative Party. It marks the beginning of the end of a chaotic, eventful Johnson premiership, as Amna Nawaz reports.
Amid a cresting wave of anger within Britain, especially his own party, Boris Johnson admitted today what most everyone already knew. It was time to go.
It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party and therefore a new Prime Minister.
But this was a resignation from his party as its leader, not his premiership, at least not yet. His 3 years in power marked by tumult and upheaval, now coming to a close after a mass exodus from his government crescendoed in recent days.
Just the screen a little bit.
At Westminster, the herd instinct is powerful when the herd moves.
Dozens of ministers resigned. 2 top cabinet secretaries left, saying their consciences would no longer allow them to serve Johnson. Former UK Health Minister Sajid Javid.
Treading the tightrope between loyalty and integrity has become impossible in recent months. And Mr. Speaker, I will never risk losing my integrity.
The cause? An attempted
What up, Harry Anthony? Get in here.
Who promoted his former aide, Chris Pincher.
Guys, Boris, ooh. People started bailing from his admin. He's gone. No more Boris Johnson. Harry Anthony, iPhone is trying to step up their game. We'll see if it happens. Press F to the security of all of our cloud saves. They know how much Cookie Collector you've been playing. Miffy, he's such a plank. I'm so glad the UK doesn't have to deal with their version of Trump anymore.
To a top legislative post despite sexual misconduct claims against him. Johnson tried to claim he didn't know about the accusations, then later walked that back.
Thank you all very much.
Even as Johnson leaves the party helm, he says he'll stay on as prime minister until a successor is named.
What a
Oh, what do you think he's gonna do in that time? How do you think he's gonna F y'all over? Harry Anthony in the chat here, let's see. Remember once I was in a group cloud for family share pictures and the grandkids, and my father-in-law accidentally uploaded his pictures to the family cloud and we all saw his peen. Oh no! Oh, if I could turn back time. If I could find a way. If I could just not have put my penis photos on the cloud save. Oh, that's so horrible. Oh. Oh, you think this is actually just time for him to molt because he's a lizard person? I like that, Arianthe. I like that. I like that.
Pathetic spectacle.
Earlier today, opposition Labour leader Keir Starmer threatened to bring the matter to a vote of no confidence, saying it was a matter of national interest.
He needs to go completely. None of this nonsense about clinging on for a few months. He's inflicted lies, fraud and chaos in the country.
The 58-year-old former journalist and London mayor leaves behind a messy legacy, rife with scandal and brazen political moves. He is credited with leading the country out of the European Union.
What is it that we're going to do? We're going to get Brexit done.
But the Brexit transition has been rocky, notably a stagnant UK economy, disputed trade agreements stemming the flow of goods, and unresolved border issues with Northern Ireland.
Allie, Arianthe, you guys hop in this Discord, interrupt this video anytime you want.
Johnson's tenure. Johnson publicly called for lockdowns and social distancing, leading Britons to isolate, unable to say goodbye to loved ones or grieve together.
It's Newsdome.
But privately, it was revealed Johnson was hosting and attending parties in large groups. The embattled prime minister first denied his involvement, coercing his cabinet to back him, then went on to face national scorn for lying.
Lux's cat is acting crazy.
No confidence vote in Parliament in early June. Johnson is, however, commended for an...
I messed up and left a hair tie on a table somewhere, and the cat has it now. So if you guys hear what sounds like somebody, that noise, and then the blinds, that's the cat playing with a hair tie. I should probably grab that real quick, but you guys don't get to see my bottom half. I changed my mind.
An effective vaccine rollout and a high rate of protection for British citizens.
The most important
Lux is out of town. Let the cat turn up.
Circumstances is get your booster.
But his departure comes as public trust in his leadership hit record lows. A poll last month indicated that 3 in 4 Britons viewed him as untrustworthy. Even in his resignation remarks, Johnson was unfazed, saying he was, quote, immensely proud of his administration's achievements.
I want you to know how sad I am to be giving up the best job in the world.
Miffy makes a good point. Hey, when you guys call it out, hey, if you feel triggered and you need a smoke break, you just let me know. You let me know. I'll put the red alert on, guys. Both hands on smokes. We're gonna need 2 hands on smokes, guys. Everybody, all of you. If you got them, smoke them. We'll press forward a little bit, but again, together and calm.
Them's the breaks.
And the timeline for finding Johnson's successor will be announced next week. For more on the resignation, we turn now to
Wow! Ooh. This guy's prescription, his glasses the size of mine, but they make his eyes so big. Oh, no rush, gang. I'm glad you guys are in tonight. Maybe we can squeeze in a if you're gonna be up a little late, maybe we can squeeze in a cryptid roulette. Ooh, but this guy. This dude's Manson lamps are shining bright, and when they cut to him, I'm telling you, it killed me. It killed me. That got me bad. Big old head. That's some big old peepers, dude. Good lord. Oh, yeah, cover those up.
Menon. He's director of the UK and a Changing Europe research initiative at King's College London. Anand Menon, welcome back to the NewsHour. Thank you for joining us. So to be clear, Boris Johnson is still prime minister. He says he will not step down until a successor is named. So what are we looking at in the way of a timeline? How long will he remain in that role?
Well, firstly, just to correct you, he's caretaker prime minister, and that makes a difference because it means that he can't initiate policy changes or bring in.
He's Queen Regent. It's different. He's just there until the boy is of age. He is merely acting prime minister. Anyway, I don't know.
Great new tax policies or anything like that. He is
Get him out.
constrained in what he can do. He's not as powerful as he was as prime minister. But as for timeline, well, that depends. As you said, the rules will be defined by Conservative MPs next week. Some people are saying at the moment that he could be there, Boris Johnson could be there in Downing Street until September. He himself said October.
Whoa.
I think what Conservative MPs will do over the weekend is have conversations among themselves about whether they can shorten that timeline, whether they can make the leadership contest quicker than it might ordinarily have been, simply to ensure that Mr. Johnson is not there in Downing Street for that long. And they don't want him there for two reasons. One, I think the trust has gone. But two, we face real problems in this country, not least a very acute cost of living crisis. And if
He's just going to have parties in 10 Downing while his girlfriend stands across the street with the press. I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy from the jump.
Government is hampered by not being able to take long-term decisions, that's not going to help our response.
So what's keeping him from stepping down altogether right now? I mean, he says he wants to stay out of a sense of duty and obligation. There are those with a more cynical read. There have even been some reports that says he wants to stay because he retains the use of the official country estate where he and his wife have an upcoming wedding celebration planned. What's your take on this?
Well, there are stories in the British media tomorrow about this party on the 30th of July. Whatever his reasons, whether it's to plan his future, whether it's to have the party, whether it genuinely is a sense of duty, this was Boris Johnson's decision. And the problem the Conservative Party faces is this. Boris Johnson is leader of the Conservative Party because of the support of Conservative MPs, and that he has lost, and there is a contest underway. Boris Johnson is Prime Minister because of the backing of Parliament. So the only way to force him out and to stop him being Prime Minister against his will would be to have a vote of no confidence in Parliament. But the Conservative Party doesn't want to do that because that would trigger an election, and at the moment they are behind in the polls.
Ha! Okay. Everyone's playing games. That's some, yeah, there's no Illuminati. No group of people could get together and agree like that. I mean, maybe us MURKradio crew, but, you know, that's why we're the real Illuminati. Not them. We have the coolest parties. That was the wrong play button.
So when you take a step back, I mean, he has survived so much. He's been a bit of a Teflon leader, right? The fallout from Brexit and the COVID response, lying about the parties. Why do you think this one issue was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Well, I think you've hit the nail on the head. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. It wasn't this one issue in isolation. It was this one issue on top of parties, on top of a dysfunctional Downing Street, on top of a number of things that are, on top of electoral defeats in by-elections that really worried MPs. And so when we came to this final story, which was a story both of bad judgment and of deliberately misleading on the part of the government, I think.
Oh, Miffy, his arrogance, Boris Johnson's, pride, ego. UK Trump, you know, cut from the same strange cloth. Both with hair like troll dolls. It's strange.
Conservative MPs simply thought, we're behind in the polls. He's no longer sort of electoral magic in the way he used to be. We need to get rid of him now, because the calculation, I think, was made that Boris Johnson has started to harm the Conservative brand.
It may be too soon to talk about legacy, but when you look at the last 3 years, this is a man who went from a landslide victory 3 years ago to this moment today. So what can you say about his leadership in the UK and what he leaves behind?
I mean, I think firstly it is too soon to talk about legacy, partly because it's only just happened, partly too because, of course, he might have 2 or 3 months left, and who knows what will happen over the next 2 or 3 months. But I think some context helps. Yes, Boris Johnson was a fantastic campaigning politician. That being said, you know, the reasons for his decisive victory in December 2019 were partly down to the opponent he faced. He was facing a uniquely unpopular leader of the Labour Party. So, you know, we need to be a bit more measured in our assessment of him. But I think, you know, to give you a quick take, I would say here was a man who was a fantastic campaigner, but nowhere near as good when it came to the nitty-gritty of action.
Yeah, you can be good at campaigning, but like actual governance. Actual governance. Trump proved you can get a crowd riled up into a riot, and maybe into even voting you into office, but actual governance.
Actually governing.
Yeah.
And in just a few seconds we have left, is there any word on who's likely to be the next leader? Who will fill in his role?
It's a massive long list that would probably take me more time than we have just to read out. There are 2 or 3 early favourites, but elections for Conservative leader are the hardest elections to call because they're complicated, they're secretive, and they involve politicians trying to canvass the support of other politicians.
We will be watching for sure. We thank you for helping us to make sense of it all. That is Anand Menon of the UK and a Changing Europe Research Initiative at King's College London. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bam, down, down. Oh yes. It's from 12 hours ago. Boris Johnson's rise and fall from Wall Street Journal. Let's put this on for just a second. I'm looking for the remote for the damn light. Lux, where's the remote for the light? Help me find stuff even though you're states away. Even though you're states away. I can't find this daggone thing. Oh, there it is. Found it. Never mind. I bet she's messaging me right now like, bottom drawer. Dingus. Yeah. Yeah. Get some lights going.
It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party. that there should be a
Did I call it, Lux? You were messaging me where the remote for the light was. Yeah.
Boris Johnson is stepping down as the UK's Prime Minister, unable to overcome a string of scandals around unlawful parties during the pandemic and broader questions about his integrity. In less than 3 years, he's gone from this to this.
Just the scariest looking dude. This is a villain in a really bad horror movie. Oof. Guys, feel free to roast Boris Johnson, please talk some serious shit. Like, talk let it go. Let the people out there know.
Apologies to everybody for the misjudgments that I've made, that we may have made.
Johnson enjoyed a steady rise from journalist to London mayor to Prime Minister, despite gaffes that sometimes led to...
He was some kind of news reporting gorilla. What was that shot of him just banging his chest, being a journalist?
Accusations of racism, sexism, and spreading misinformation.
I'm sorry for the offence that I have caused, but I will continue to speak as directly as I can.
As Prime Minister, he had the shortest tenure of any Conservative government in nearly 60 years. Johnson was once considered the golden boy of the Conservative Party.
He's got to get out.
So how did he climb so high? And why did his premiership fall apart?
It was
to answer
horrible.
that question, we need to understand what sort of politician Boris Johnson is, which means going right back to the start.
What are you not ashamed of, though, Boris?
Whatever there is not to be ashamed of.
Back when he was a political columnist in the 90s, Johnson's early appearances on the BBC's satirical current affairs show Have I Got News For You brought him national recognition and endeared him to the British public.
That has been one of his big selling points, is that people like Boris Johnson.
What up, that Allie?
Find him amiable
Yes.
and fun. And that's,
What up, Allie Katz? How you doing?
And the cat.
All
my
Italians
shoulder
are fantastic.
just jumped off.
Rally. He's ready, fantastic.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
His celebrity status made him one of the most recognisable politicians in the UK. This helped him get elected to Parliament in 2001,
Go up
and
a
7
ladder
years
this
later he became
weekend.
the first Conservative to win the race for Mayor of
That was
London.
painful. That's my big news.
Oh, dang, you fell off a ladder?
Yeah, ladder safety, y'all.
Oh,
This
damn.
is my PSA.
We got to go to Greendale and take ladders for any community fans out there. There's a really good bit in the show Community. There's just a class called Ladders.
Oh, nice.
It's so funny.
I needed to take that one.
Oh, so good. Did you see this Boris Johnson news, Allie?
Briefly before work today, I saw something about it. I didn't really get into it though.
Oh, heck yeah. Do you
What
see?
does it really need to know?
Check out this screen share. They're kind of. I got a thing where we're gonna detail the rise and fall of the man. And some juicy news. I'm glad he's gone. We don't have our Trump anymore. The UK doesn't have their Trump anymore.
Yeah, but they did it better.
Let's hope they don't get a Biden.
Well, let's hope we don't get a redo of a Trump. That's more important.
Unlikely. I think. I do. I really don't think we'll make that mistake again. I think even Republicans by the end were a little confused, and it'd have to take a real, a lot of those people that are like actually live the way that he was kind of preaching, Trump, are so old that nobody's going to vote for him because of what Biden did to that old demographic. Like, I just got a feeling it's going to be somebody younger, anybody younger, like somebody that seems like they can do the job. And I hope it's the same way for the UK. Honestly, they get to skip it, some old out of touch person, like governing them. It's a weird feeling, and it's one of the worst feelings I've had as an adult that can vote.
Yeah.
Because we were genuinely forced into anything but yeah. Ariane says AOC would be rad. I think AOC would be rad. It definitely had a lot of experience. I just don't think
Too soon.
There you go.
But
yeah, it took the words out of my mouth there. I think a little too soon, but rooting for her. Straight up, Arianthe. Like, straight up rooting for her. All right, let's check out. Let's this. You got the screen share, Allie? Is it working okay for everybody in the Discord? Justin, it looks like Justin's popped out, but is the screen share working okay?
Good on my end. I got another cat on me now, though. The one that was broken is doing a lot better, at least.
Heck yeah. Oh, look at that. Lux's cat is being a little tyrant, just running around attacking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just attacking stuff.
Running the roost, huh?
Yes. She's I think throwing a fit that Lux isn't here. If Lux doesn't come through the door a certain amount of times a day, like, this cat is upset, needs attention, attacks me, takes it out on me, like I did it, like, go get her. And I'm like, I can't. But it's honestly sweet, because she's extra sweet when I go to lay down. She's like, well, I guess you're my person now forever. And it's like, well, calm down there, cat. But this cat, she also likes to do stuff to me in my sleep, like stick her paws in my mouth or play with my mustache.
Yeah.
While
That
I'm sleeping.
high contact sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah. The cat is putting her paws in my mouth. It's about as, that's high contact is a very polite way of saying that. Oh. All right, Boris Johnson, a change for the better. Dude, no, like, he ran on make UK again or whatever.
I know that there will be many.
Oh, and I have me falling off a ladder on video from the ring cam if you want to show it. Or Funniest Home Videos wants it. It's Nice and embarrassing. Perfect.
Throw it in the Discord. Share it. I'll see if I can't screen share it.
No.
Or if you or if you've got it after news dump, if you're gonna be up for a little bit, we'll play it on the net. Yeah. Oh, Justin's on YouTube. Oh, the wind is blowing. Ah, gotcha. It's a shout out Justin. He's a ride or die, and he's always in the Discord with me. But he's out in like the beautiful part of the Ozarks, which means there's like, if a cicada flies into the wrong tree, the internet goes out. Like,
oh, okay. He's trying to have a life without us. What is that?
Yeah, yeah. What? Get in here on video. I'm kidding. Yeah, I feel for him. It's honestly the life though. That is worth where he's at. Does that make sense? Like where it's
yeah,
the freedom you have to feel out there.
For an instance,
I've been in the city for a while. Can you tell? I'm like, there's the freedom you feel with a yard where there's no gun violence.
Yeah.
For an instant, before putting their ex in my box.
As mayor, he found success focusing on issues such as crime and public transport. He also revelled in promoting the London 2012 Olympics, including the infamous moment he got stuck on a zip wire.
Comedy gold. Oh, it'd be funny if kids just came up with bats and started hitting them like a piñata.
Oh my God.
Just the most beautiful foreshadowing.
But Johnson had loftier ambitions.
Those kids are going to grow into liberal voters that hate you. And they hit you like you were a piñata, I hope.
The chance now, as a country, to take back control. Take back control. Take back control. Take back the democratic control.
In 2016, Johnson was back in Parliament and surprised many by going against the leader of his own party by backing Brexit.
I will be advocating vote leave.
He quickly became a leading voice in the campaign for the UK to leave the European Union, which then won.
The British people have spoken, and the answer is we're out.
The Brexit referendum and the following negotiations with the EU ended the careers of two Conservative prime ministers and paved the way for Johnson to take power.
There will be people around the place who will question the wisdom of your decision.
In October 2019, he called a general...
yeah, also polite way to word that. Hella question your decision.
...election, and led the Conservatives to their biggest victory since 1987, allowing the swift passage in December of his divorce deal with the EU.
I think Boris will get the Brexit done, and people will not regret Boris being the next, our new Prime Minister.
Does he even vote? What was that guy's vibe? Were they just asking people fresh out of jail? Dude's vibe was hardcore.
Pitch to the public was, I'm going to use Brexit, this divorce with the EU, to sort of reset the way that we do politics in the UK and bring areas of the UK that had long been forgotten about or brushed over by his predecessors back to the forefront and treat blue-collar workers better.
Johnson, though, would not be able to bask in his electoral victory for long.
The number of cases of COVID-19 outside China has increased 13-fold.
It's now a global pandemic.
In 2020, Johnson was faced with leading the country through the coronavirus pandemic, which has so far caused the deaths of more than 180,000 people in the UK. The Prime Minister was criticised for not acting quickly enough to prevent the spread of the virus and for not taking it seriously from the start.
I was at a hospital the other night where...
Yeah, he had a party. Act like you didn't know about it. Like, did you live there?
I think there were actually a few coronavirus patients, and I shook hands with everybody.
At the end of March, Johnson announced that he had mild symptoms of the virus.
I've taken a test that has come out positive.
And was hospitalised just over a week later. He spent 7 nights in the hospital, including 3 in intensive care.
The pandemic in some ways played both to Johnson's great strength and his great weakness. The great strength was that he's an excellent communicator, and he really managed to rally the country behind him and also pushed a very successful vaccine program. The downfall was that he is a natural libertarian and is known for being somewhat indecisive, and so Britain sadly suffered one of the highest death tolls in Europe from the disease, in part because Mr. Johnson was very reticent to lock the country down.
Johnson
What a
faced backlash
hoe-ass,
when he admitted
dude.
to attending a party in Downing Street during a period when people could only meet one other person outside to prevent the spread of coronavirus.
Mr. Speaker, I want to apologise. I believed implicitly that this was a work event.
Some Conservative lawmakers defended Johnson, but many people across the country who had abided by the strict lockdown rules felt betrayed by the Prime Minister.
I don't trust him anymore. I'm sorry.
Neither do I, no.
Yeah.
I don't trust him anymore. I don't either, dude. You shouldn't have from the jump, honestly, boomers. Look at you. Over here just being wrong. I bet you wish you could turn back time. But you can't. You can't, just like I can't dodge motherfucking copyright strikes.
There's no trust.
I think it's an absolute disgrace, to be quite honest with you.
At this point, I think he's kind of lost his credibility as Prime Minister.
A police investigation into the events resulted in the Prime Minister being fined, though he resisted demands to resign.
I've paid the fine and I once again offer a full apology.
The revelations proved to be the beginning of the end for Johnson.
Bring your own
In
booze.
June, he was booed by a crowd as he arrived for a special Jubilee service of Thanksgiving for the Queen.
Oh,
and
no.
only a few days after that,
Lux went into management mode. My bad. There hasn't been a copyright strike recently. No, I've been a good boy. Facebook mutes portions of the stream because of some of the music and clips that we watch, but nah, I've been a good boy. I promise.
he was subject to a vote of no confidence.
I even occasionally censor curse words, so if the algorithm gets squirrely, I can say, look, no, I censor. It's abbreviated.
By his own party. He survived, but was badly bruised. Around a third of
And we all know I'm super good at catching it all the time.
Conservative lawmakers voted against him.
It's a good result.
I certainly think it is, because don't forget that, when I first stood to be leader of the Conservative Party in 2013,
Good. You get the Purple Heart. That means I did. That means I nailed it.
Support from my colleagues in Parliament. We're building that.
Meanwhile, Johnson was also accused of mishandling a series of scandals
I'll
around
be right back.
Conservative lawmakers' misconduct.
I think it was a mistake, and I apologise for it. I think
Dude has already. It's like if you wanted to die, take a shot every time he apologizes. Every time. If you take a shot every time dude apologizes. Yeah. It'll do you in. This is a 7-minute video. You'll think you were at the bar all night. Pub? I don't know. We got UK people in the house tonight. What up, UK people? I hope you're celebrating the Boris Johnson news. Welcome to my liberal ass channel. I'm MURKradio. Since Ali popped out, I'm going to use the time to plug real quick our pillar link, pillar.io/MURKradio. It's where we put all of our sponsorship deals into convenient little links. You just got to click them and you can get the stuff that you want. And again, super easy to get to. It's pillar.io/MURKradio. And bam, here we are. Welcome to Endorsement Sphere. We talked earlier about NordVPN, but right now I want to talk about Death Wish Coffee. If you click the Death Wish Coffee link, boom, it loads your exclusive deal, and you're free to shop through their website. They have right here a ground espresso roast. It's advertised as the world's strongest coffee, guys. Don't mess with it. Caffeinate yourself. Right. Ride the lightning, gang. Just, press F for sleep. You'll never sleep again. You want to fuck Freddy Krueger up? Death Wish Coffee. And again, you can get a really good deal on Death Wish Coffee at pillar.io/MURKradio. And every deal you get helps the channel out. That's how endorsements and sponsorships work, gang. Anyway, let's pop back over here to Boris Johnson. The mayor of Whoville. I don't know. I'm out of roast for this dude.
Is he Trump's drunk uncle? That's what I want to know.
Right? He looks the part for sure. Like this is Trump's belligerent cousin. It's by Jove. I'm going to make Britain great again. And then he didn't. True story. And then he didn't. Didn't work out.
Well, nice try. Maybe next year.
The wrong thing to do.
And the party lost.
He ended up spending time in intensive care over his bout with COVID. That virus struck Anglican leaders hard. Hard. It's hard to not feel still, like in retrospect, that it's not some kind of warfare. Like that felt like some violations of the Geneva Convention.
Don't make me laugh because I bruised a rib and it hurt.
You're in the wrong place.
No, I just thought of that. I was like, this probably is ill-advised. A doctor would say, don't you dare.
We're the Laugh-Umanati? I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Close.
But we're doing 2 hours of news dump, and then it's gonna be Laugh City. So, yeah, you better get ready. I'm hoping we get Arianthe in here, and she can spin us up a thick cryptid.
What?
A thick cryptid with 2 C's. Thick, THICC cryptid.
Like Thick Piggy?
Yeah, just like Thick Piggy.
What's the second part?
What's the what?
What's the second part, though? I know what.
Cryptid? Just another thing like Biggie, like another, cryptozoological being. There's a lot of them out there. And Arianthe chooses one at random and we deep dive. I try to find, so far they've all been pretty thick. We've covered Deer Woman. We've talked about the Wendigo. Yeah. So if Arianthe's down tonight, I'm down to do one. But again, no pressure, no rush.
I have to check with my doctor once again.
She's a mama. And yeah. But hell, actually, while we're having a bit of a chit chat break, I'm going to take a quick break and grab some more tea, guys. I got to get some juice in my cup.
Check that VC text channel too if you get a chance.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, it's not good.
Uh-oh. All right. I will be right back, gang.
All right.
Well, I didn't mean for that to take so long. Good Lord. I'm back. Ooh. Oh. Goodness. You know, you stop to get some tea, you realize you forgot everything else on the step of the in the steps of the way. Got to the tea, didn't have my cup.
Well, that's the worst.
Yeah. Get to the cup, I'm wearing no pants. I'm kidding, I'm wearing pants. Sorry. I am not sorry. Like I said, I'm the laugh monk. You better watch out.
No, this is probably not very ill-advised.
Okay. We're done with Boris Johnson. We've taken a break. Trigger warning for real. We're gonna get into shootings and true crime and stuff. That's what we're gonna do for this last little bit of time.
Right.
It looks like we have a quick update on the July 4th stuff. We have an update on the Georgia Guidestones. And we have an update on Derek Chauvin. So we're going to I got a cup of tea too, Miffy. I love my UK Murkies, dude. So much.
Twinsies.
So much. Guys are the best. So let's load it. Let's load it up. Let's do this. Let's see here. First, we've got July 4th. Suspect's father defends helping son get the firearms that he used.
The father of the July 4th parade.
Ah! It's Shepard Smith looking like a reptile person. Ah! Gosh, he freaks me out. Sorry.
You have no graphics for that?
He freaks me out. Oh, if you're not on YouTube, I've got crazy graphics and soundboard stuff happening.
Oh yeah, I've seen the fire lately. You've been on fire a lot lately.
Yeah, I've been preheating the oven. I've been roasting fools pretty hard. When I roast fools, when the ship's under attack, when it's an emergency, when I'm just spicy, when my Latin branch shows up and I get spicy.
When you're in hell.
Yeah. I mean, I'm here in the desert, so like my Latin side comes out a lot. I work a lot of Spanish-speaking events, so you know, we comprende. So I
see way.
Yeah, you know. So I like to. I've been digging it. When I feel spicy, I'll turn the fire on.
Speaking out now, he's defending himself for helping his son get a gun permit despite a series of red flags. The suspect's father told ABC News he had no...
With the bang, see, we finally have the mugshot, and it looks like Squidward in disguise. Like I said, I'm roasting fools lately. The fire's back on. I preheated it. Yeah, we're at 450. We'll take it up to 500 if we have to. For America. For our freedom! F this criminal, dude. We know he's a criminal. I say suspect all the time, but look, we're gonna... The charges will be pressed. It will go to trial. They will be found guilty. And, you know, now we just get to grill them, roast them, and talk about their motive. And we'll do a true crime in chat where we take this seriously. But we're on News Dump. It's not how we roll here. Look at these stupid bangs. You did this yourself. This is some failed TikTok advice.
And he dressed like a girl afterwards, didn't he?
Yeah, well, during.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a premeditated attempt to cover up these Ed Hardy-ass neck tattoos.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, those are? Okay, I see now.
Yeah, Robert Crimo the third. Crimo the third.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what a supervillain name.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you
He's destined.
You moonlight for Lex Luthor with that name. You know
no inkling or warning about what his son was going to do, and that he never saw him as a danger to anybody.
I filled out the consent form to allow my son to go through the process. They do background checks, whatever that entails. This has taken us by complete surprise. 3 days before the 4th, my wife had asked him, hey, do you have any plans for the 4th? And he simply said no.
No plans. The suspect's father sponsored his application for a gun permit just 3 months after the police tried to label his son a clear and present danger. In their report from 2019, police said the suspect threatened to kill his entire family and admitted he was a depressed drug user. That's the one he helped get the permit for.
Just like a person that Arianthe knows. Arianthe and I both know that we grew up around. Just so spooky. I feel like I know this character type.
Knife collection back then, but his dad got the knives back later that same day. The suspect's father is downplaying that.
I've looked like this since I was like roughly like 14 minus this stuff. Like I got big, I've had the long hair. And so I give off that, I must have given off some crazy vibes because kids like that gave me like a bad rap, like a bad rep at one point. Like resource officers would just like search my stuff as if I was always a good kid. I wasn't up to nothing. Miffy. After all that
incident now.
Dad still
in fact,
signed.
He told the New York Post it was just what he called a childish outburst. He denied any responsibility for Monday's mass shooting. He told the New York Post he thought his son was buying the guns to use at a shooting range. He said his son bought everything on his own. They're registered to him. He ordered them. He picked them up. They did a background check on each one. The suspect's father insisting to the Post he had zero involvement in the massacre. Investigators say the gunman considered carrying out a second attack at another Independence Day celebration that he stumbled upon while he was driving around in Madison, Wisconsin on the run. But he backed out, say the investigators, and returned to Illinois, where police arrested him. Cops say this is a photo of the gun they found in his car.
The hell even is that? Oh, it like folds up? Is that the barrel? Yeah. The hell? So there's like a stock. Is that a bump stock? I don't know anything about firearms. No longer have a firearms expert on the crew, so I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. This could be a phaser from Star Trek.
Investigators say he had 60 rounds of ammo, but that he apparently decided against the attack in Madison.
I know it sounded like its rate of fire was fast as hell, but that doesn't mean that it's not within legal like hunting compliance. This looks modified all the hell, maybe? I don't know.
Because he hadn't done enough planning. Meantime, we're hearing more harrowing stories from the survivors of this shooting, including those wounded in the hail of bullets.
That is a whole magazine from a rooftop. That is insane.
CBC's Valerie Castro live in Highland Park for us tonight. Valerie.
Shep, that noise you hear is actually a train going by. We are here in the center of town, but memorials have started to spring up like the one you see behind me, paying tribute to the victims. Some of those who were injured but survived have mounting medical costs now, and people are pitching in, doing anything they can to help.
The message HP Strong is springing up on the street where Monday's massacre took place. The desire to heal and help growing stronger. Generosity inundating the family of the 2-year-old boy orphaned after both of his parents were killed. A GoFundMe page set up by extended family now exceeding $2.9 million.
Whoa.
This is so generous. We cannot be grateful enough.
Nancy Joyce's...
That almost made me tear up, gang. That was... look, your positive vibes and your donate, yes, the GoFundMe stuff. It just makes me so happy there's stuff like that.
Me too.
You know?
Husband, daughter, and 2 other family members were among the injured. A GoFundMe will cover the mounting medical costs.
He had his cell phone in his pocket, and the bullet went right through his cell phone and then got his leg.
The Roberts family also needing donations to help 8-year-old Cooper, still hospitalized after a bullet severed his spine. His mother Keely and twin brother Luke were also shot.
It's been a very emotional time for everybody in their circle. And, if you know Keely, she's just a fighter. And it sounds like Cooper got that part of her in him because he's fighting as hard as he can.
Along the parade route, businesses are open once again that became a place of refuge from gunfire.
And I didn't know why they were running at all. I just asked, and
someone said active shooter.
Store manager Amy Holloman says at that moment, instinct guided her, ushering 40 people to the back of the store.
So I had them come in and we turned off the lights. I put the close sign on and then we just went to the back. We had people
I like
in
her
the stock
vibe.
room, our storage room, in the back room.
Her selfless act, she says, a repayment of the kindness shown to her when she first moved to Highland Park more than a decade ago.
I think that the love in this community is greater than what happened.
Other businesses
Bong
are
rip
looking
ASMR,
ahead
sorry,
as to
guys.
how they can help. And earlier today, we spoke to the co-owners of a local.
No, you're not.
This has been I'm not sorry. You're right. You caught me. You caught me.
Like, wait, what?
You caught me. But look, something's got to break the tension. This is a very emotional story, and if there's one role I have here, it's to be a silly goose. So, yeah, I'll take it. I took a bong rip at the end, at the emotional climax of this story, because it's a tough one. That one had me a few different times, and you know, nobody wants to hear the sad rant. Nobody wants to hear not from me. We can do it in the Discord. We can do it in the text chat, and you guys can do it. But yeah, we're gonna hop to this next story, which I chose to kind of break up the seriousness. You know, this has been a tough week, and it's like right as I started doing news dump, a serious thing showed up, just really taking up a lot of airtime. So gotta love a hurdle, you know? Speaking from like an entertainment standpoint, like, damn, okay.
Hard to avoid in America these days, though. I don't know if there's really.
Yeah, you can't, particularly during this administration. And I called that from the jump when Biden took office. Like, we're gonna see a lot more of this kind of stuff on the news. The news is gonna stop grilling the president as much and try to hide his inaction. But yeah, goodness. But what we have next is we have an update on the Georgia Guidestones. They're gone, by the way. They're officially gone. They were taken down by a bulldozer. We don't have to worry about Big Brother and the Illuminati's horrible plan to reduce the population to like 2.7 million. We don't have to worry about it anymore. They destroyed the monument. F that. Conspiracy debunked. Over. Check this out. Look at this fool. He's some rogue agent, some brave soul done with the Illuminati said, I'm doing it. I'm blowing up the Georgia Guidestones. Doing it. Yeah, and it looks like they're just hoofing it too. Oh. Most American thing I've seen all July. Honestly. Look at this. You see him put it right here. Bail out like it's gonna explode. But you know what that kind of looks like to me? A belligerent wisp. That might be the ghost of Connell. Fed Smoker. Do you remember Fed Smoker, Allie?
Mm-mm.
Well, he's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Fed Smoker. Everybody press F for Fed Smoker. We love you. We miss you. Let me give you a little taste of Fed Smoker.
Tell goddamn Uncle Sam there's fucking food cards for cigarettes and booze. Because it's for me. It's all about me. Mister, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
He's alive.
Oh, he's no longer with us, but he's still fighting the man. His ghost is planting bombs at the Georgia Guidestones. He's gonna stop these chomos that don't follow Proto.
We're talking, okay? Shut your mouth.
Oh.
Shut up.
Hi, my name is Boris Ferguson. I want you to understand what the question was.
What's the question, retard? I don't even want to talk to you. Why don't you get the fuck away?
Big words. Trigger warning. Connell calls people big words. Yeah. Yeah.
For me. The dog's sitting there not doing a fucking thing, retard, except drinking his fucking water and eating. Hey, you want me to call him for you, motherfucker?
Right now.
Call him up, buddy. They're gonna tell you you're stupid as shit. Well, then what the fuck are you talking to me for? Don't even talk to me again, dude. Okay? Oh yeah, don't you threaten me, you bitch. Don't you ever threaten me. I put cops in prison, you dumb motherfucker. Okay? Why don't you ask them about that, cocksucker? Big Daddy's been getting a little out of shape, Americans. So I thought I'd come in and get a little workout in because I ain't been punching people out for a couple days now. Is there a problem? Yeah.
I'd rather see my daughter in the car.
Well, move on.
No Chomo is safe, by the way. If you're not following Proto, he will catch you. He will call you out. It will be high energy. The highest of energy. And by high, I mean on methamphetamine.
I can film whenever I want. This is America. Take off, pig. Take off, pig. Take off, pig.
I don't know why they're repeating that line, but...
So clever, maybe. That's why.
I miss you, Connell.
Take off, pig.
Anyway, Connell again, no longer with us, but I said the last news dump that whoever blew up the Georgia Guidestones, we might have security camera footage of just a belligerent wisp blowing it up. And look.
I see a possible culprit.
We have that. Look right here. Belligerent wisp. Ghost of Connell confirmed. He's done with Big Brother. Dude, the Illuminati won't win. You can't. Death will not stop him. He's driving a gilded Crown Vic that is decked out with satellite dishes and stuff because he's a triple double agent. He said some crazy stuff, Allie. We'll catch you up on Fed Smoker. But
thank God. Someone will.
That's my current theory, is that it is a ghost or Wendigo.
Oh my God. We need Arianthe.
Of Connell. Yeah. Yeah.
She can tell us.
The Florida man version of Walker, Texas Ranger is how Justin describes Connell, and that is that's accurate. That's very accurate. It's very accurate. Yeah, he's yeah. What would it be? Booker. Florida investigation. Investigating. With that belligerent wisp. Anyway, we have video of a very brave American. Last up for News Dump Alley. The last story I have aggregated for the day. Here at the end of the day, after my crazy work day. I have a gnarly sunburn. Is Derek Chauvin? He has been sentenced to 21 years in prison. And I have a video here from CBS News telling us all about it. Let's check it out.
Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin.
Yellow is in! I'm telling you. Allie, have you been watching the last couple of streams? You can say no, it's okay.
No, I have not. I've been at work, working.
Well, let me catch you up real quick. Lux and I went to the mall. We went shopping for some summer wear. We both, coincidentally, apart from each other, chose yellow. Yellow is in. Yeah, yellow. I'm telling you, though. Yellow is in this year. This is the third news lady in a row that we have yellow. She's in the summertime yellow. It's popping. I'm telling you. Look, yeah, let's drop the yellow hearts. It's what's up.
Maybe one day I'll get there.
It's one of my favorite colors, and I'm glad it's
has been sentenced to 21 years in prison for violating.
Very rarely can men flex in yellow, but they, for some reason, this season have a whole bunch of yellow stuff. Like I got these like new swim trunks that I'm telling you, Allie, they're like lemons. Got lemons. They got lemons on them.
That's cute.
It's yellow. You know what I mean?
Guys. I think I'm catching on now. Like, because lemons are yellow. Right?
Yes. Yellow. I'm telling you, it's what's up this season. Yeah, we do got to take photos, Lux. We got all dolled up and ready to take some cute couples photos by the pool.
Cute.
In our new swim stuff, but then it started raining. Yeah, that's been our luck when we try to go to the pool. If we say out loud pool, it's probably started raining now because I brought up swimming. And it's too late to even swim. You know, it is. We do have an adorable set of swimwear. Again, that we chose independently, but we matched. It was like, oh, this is cute.
George Floyd's civil
But now I'm seeing yellow on everybody.
rights. Chauvin pleaded guilty last year to the federal charges after admitting he used.
We covered Boris Johnson. We've been talking about Trump. I'm sure Trump's horrible hairline and Boris Johnson's horrible hairline have both been on screen in this stream. Somehow Chauvin has the worst of the hairlines out of all of these people, dude. Out of everybody. It's gross.
Excessive force as he knelt on Floyd's neck for nearly 9 minutes, killing him. The former officer is currently serving 22 and a half years for state criminal charges in Floyd's death. For more on this, I'm joined by Joe Tamburino. He's a criminal defense attorney at Kaplan and Tamburino Law Firm. Joe, so good to see you. We've talked about this case many, many times. It's been a couple of years now that he's been in and out of court for both civil charges, federal charges, state charges. Are you surprised by this most recent sentencing?
Yes, it is a little surprising for this reason. The judge had a sentencing range between 20 and 25 years. And basically, the judge gave him 20 years and 5 months. So he clearly went to the low end of that range.
Well, there was discussion about the fact that he was going to adhere to.
That really loud bang come through on my mic.
Oh, there was a muffled bang lit, I would say, like a smaller bang.
I'm just gonna peek outside because it had a metallic clang.
Did it just happen again?
Yeah, had a metallic clang to it, and it might be a gun. Let me just kind of give it peeksies.
It's very muffled around here.
I'm gonna say fireworks, and still vote for stricter gun control. My vote. My vote.
Really showing remorse to George Floyd's family, and that was going to be a big piece of this. So I think it's not only surprising, but then when he did go to talk to George Floyd's family, he never really fully said he was sorry.
That's a great point, because think of it this way. He went through a whole plea agreement. Months ago, when he entered into his plea, he had a 15-page plea agreement where he said he intentionally did all these things to Mr. Floyd. Yet, on the day of sentencing, he never apologizes. So one must wonder, why did he plead guilty? Why didn't he not testify in the state trial if he wasn't going to say he's sorry and apologize now? So it was perplexing.
And I think those two are really, the main issues for the Floyd family when you look at it is that he got this lesser sentence in their mind. The judge did not take the maximum. He then doesn't say he's sorry. They're looking for closure. It sounds like they're very, angry over this. He had already been sentenced in the state case. What does this federal sentence really mean in terms of total prison time for him? It's just a little bit of an extension, isn't it, off the state sentence?
It is. Here's what it means. Since he's getting 20 years in federal court, that would basically be a little over 17 years after good time. In state court, he got 22 and a half years, and after state rules for good time, he would serve 15 years.
Okay. So
basically, he's getting a couple of extra years. One must also recognize that these are concurrent sentences, which means they run together at the same time. He's basically...
That's some old bullshit. He's gonna be out as an old man, and that's some bullshit. I won't lie. I didn't know it played out like that. It is on the lower end of sentencing. I wish Jameson was here to kind of clarify some of that.
Yeah, has he been around lately, or I haven't seen him in a long time?
Yeah, he's popped in and out. I think I'm just on at weird times. He's an early bird, and I've been trying to get back on that early bird life, but I work entertainment, so I am up pretty late.
Yep, heard you.
Yeah, so bam. Sorry, my son was hit a dab on a FaceTime yesterday, and I can't stop thinking about it because he fractured his arm. He's in a sling, but he still hit the dab. He was like, bam.
Damn.
Yeah, he hit the dab. It was impressive. My little dude. Hilarious.
Not getting an extra chunk of prison with the federal
Ever the
case.
jokester.
It's not that you stack the 20 years on top of the 20 years on top of whatever else. I think it's also interesting.
That's correct.
He's going to be moving from a state facility now where he's pretty much been in isolation to now a federal facility. What does that mean once he does that move?
Well, that's going to clearly be better for him, and here's why. Most people who have to serve a sentence, a prison sentence, will want federal custody rather than state custody because the federal government just has more programs available. They have all different types of programs. So I would imagine they'd put him in a federal facility outside of the state of Minnesota. I don't think it would be good for him, for his safety, to be here in Minnesota in a federal institution.
You know, one of the main reasons we're talking about this, and it's still making national headlines, is because the death of George Floyd.
I want him to serve it in a really gross state pen. Like, I could really care less. Yeah, I don't want him in a cushy fed spot either. It's gross.
Really did spark nationwide protests over police brutality and injustice. We're still seeing that play out in several cities, even right now across this country. I know that this was the latest for Chauvin. This federal trial has now wrapped up, but there are still some other legal battles that remain, right?
Yes, we have two of the co-defendants, Mr. Tao and Mr. King, who will be going to trial in state court here in Minneapolis in October of this year. They are facing charges just like Mr. Chauvin did, so their cases are still open.
All right, well, sounds like we'll be talking to you some more then. Joe Tamburino, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's that, guys. All right. That's it for the news for the day. Now it's just us rapping.
We freestyling or what?
Yeah, basically. I'm gonna crush a little more time, you know, and see if Arianthe pops in.
Yeah, where's Lux, by the way? I didn't hear. Maybe I popped in.
Oh, Lux is on a little bit of a vacation. Lux is visiting family out of state.
Aw, good for her.
Yeah. So Lux is holding it down in the chat, and I think was going to pop into Discord, but was probably chilling too hard.
I get it. Good for her, though.
Dang straight. Oh, well deserved. I wish Lux had more time.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this lady, she stays busy. She stays busy.
Yeah.
But they've, you know, we work for really cool people. So I'll be home Tuesday, still chatting with Umbra, and I didn't want to derail. Hey, no worries. No worries. No worries at all. Again, I wish you had more time. Deserve more time off than you get, but doing it for a good cause. We crush it for, like, we're not putting people in Lexus in a Lexus. We're not putting Rolexes on people's arms. Like, it's really cool to like guilt-free work. And also in her career, she, you know, has spent her life working toward this kind of gig, and something I've just always dreamed I could get into, you know. So it's been nice. I got to end a shift today in a really nice way, even though it was crazy and laborious, and that's always a good time.
That's good. You
know, when you get to kind of kick back with your coworker and kind of, I also got a ride home, even though I ended up at a venue that was like maybe 2 blocks away from our apartment. Still got a ride home. Took it.
Oh, that's good.
I'll take that ride. Yeah. But Harry Anthony passed out. What are we doing tonight? Am I playing Fall Guys? What should we do? What should tonight's jovial stream be?
Ladder safety.
Ladder safety. The dangers of ladders. I liked what I did last time, which I think was like funny video compilations and then Fall Guys and then more funny video compilations. So we could check out do you want your ladder video on the internet? Yeah. And I was gonna ask, like, should we watch it? But
up to you guys. I don't care.
Like Fall Guys, I don't really know.
You can see my pride cats are in there too.
The world is our oyster. In terms of 2 hours of streaming content this evening.
Yeah.
Again, I was kind of hoping for some cryptid roulette. I'm kind of in the mood for it, but I don't want to. I'm only doing that with Arianthe.
See if she's planning on coming. Send her a text.
I'm waiting for my cousin. No, she's a mama. She hopefully passed out. It's getting close to midnight. Her time, I believe. Yeah, and I know she's probably gets up early. She got farm animals and shit.
Yep.
Oh damn, we got people screaming outside. It's popping outside tonight.
What is going on around your house?
It's just downtown metropolitan area. It's just crazy. It's just buck wild here. But particularly squirrely today. It was hella hot today though. I think people are really feeling it. People were really, like, there's a lot of homeless junkies going on, but people were really smoking heroin today.
Oh shit.
Like they were really, really hitting the... Yeah.
Like I just moved out of that area. I have to finish moving out of my apartment this month and into this house, and it is I'm now in the burbs, and it's so weird,
Lux and I are dreaming about it. Like, we are so excited to get to the burbs. It's like the race to the burbs. I'm very excited about it. We went to a coworker's house the other night, and it was beautiful. We forgot what space was like.
Oh, that is the shit about here too. And I've got my bedroom is 2 rooms put together, so it's bigger than my old apartment, my bedroom.
Yeah.
And then it's got a walkout deck over the garage, like a 1950s martini party.
That's sick. There was a house with one near where I lived for a brief time as a child, and I used to daydream about it. Like, ooh, what's that like?
It's so cute.
Oh man, Lux is at her brother's house right now. Got thick ass apartment. Apparently, well, again, anything with space and walkways, we're like, oh my gosh, the space.
Yeah.
Because
I'm in a spare bedroom right now with a day bed right here with a trundle, and then I've got 3 other bedrooms that could sleep people if I had to.
Okay, no, insane. So you're for real. We're starting the cult. We're taking the cult there. This is
what we're gonna do with all this.
The end times. We're gonna be coming to you. We're gonna be going your direction.
I just got a grill after falling from the ladder. I think my parents felt sorry for me, and they got me a housewarming present of a grill this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Our grill here is sometimes out of propane, and I miss
I used to have to deal with that apartment living, same thing.
Miss just grilling. Even though in an apartment, I normally, the last 4 years I was on staff at an apartment complex that I lived at, so do whatever the hell I want. I had a grill, I had the communal grills that I took care of. I was about that life. The dad grilling.
Oh.
Chilling.
I miss it. I love it.
But it's getting really exciting. I've just been a really exciting time lately. Oh, man, they put on the slow, creepy, spoopy song on the lo-fi channel that we have going on the stream. Hold on, let me change the song. We're not doing that.
One other exciting thing tomorrow, I'm going to help us film a application for Shark Tank.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. What's the you probably can't spoil it, but I was about to ask, what's the thing? What are they selling?
Oh, it's, I think I've told you, it's the new company I'm working for that I'm doing brand strategy for, and they've been around a long time. It just is kind of getting, it just did really well over the pandemic because of all the new pet owners. But it's, we make pet hair removal products, basically.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
So is it something glove shaped?
No, they this is one. It's a lily brush, and this one really works on fluffy haired pets and gets everything out of your clothes and fabrics and stuff. And then there's another one that car detailers love because it gets pin pointy hair out of car mats and all that stuff. So now car detailers are blowing us up, making videos for us on all of these platforms and stuff.
That's hella cool.
Yeah.
Be sure to comment on the video a link to product if they've got product for sale.
Yeah, sure. And it's it's been around a long time, and it's a female owner who was an artist, a former artist, painter, and just got a heart attack in all of a sudden when she was 48 and raising 2 young boys, and then got her tremors after that, and so couldn't do her art. And then her kids wanted the sheddiest puppy in the world at the shelter, but she said yes anyway, and she was going nuts with how much it was shedding. And in my mind, her little background of art and knowledge of textiles and brushes and things, she put some things together in her head of what would work better than those sticky rollers that have so much waste. So we try to promote those single-use products are so bad for the earth, and each of those sheets are plastic. They're made from plastic.
Oh,
so
damn.
It's real bad. Yeah, and they don't really even work that well. So then you just buy one of these. This is the bigger lily brush, and then there's another one that, like I said, it's more for car detailers that they go nuts for. It works so well though. It actually works. So I guess that's why. It saves them time.
Okay. Wild. Sorry, I'm trying to get your business back in front of the webcam. There we go. Boom. We couldn't see our peoples for a second. Boom.
So I guess we're going on Shark Tank. I guess we're applying. I guess they are fast tracking us because they wanted us, the owner, to go on years ago, and she wasn't ready, and now she thinks she is. So because we're getting a bunch of things in line right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's hella cool. Shark Tank.
Yeah, I know.
I was hoping we would end up on Ghost Adventures, where we were, Lux and I. I don't know if that's still happening or not. Lux, are we going to be on Ghost Adventure? I want to be on a ghost show.
You need Ari, for sure. You gave ghost tools.
Yes, and I've, totally had some spoopy stuff happen. I do some overnights in this historic theater, and it's beautiful. But it's also spooky.
Totally.
And I got a couple stories I could tell. Depends on if Ghost Adventures is ready for it. If it's homeboy with his spiky hair and the tap out gear, get ready. I'm gonna talk about a ghost trying to touch my plop plop. I'm kidding. I'm not really doing that. I wouldn't really do that.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't really do that.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't do that.
You didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it. Ignore that, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna close out News Dump, take a little bit of a break, and then come back for a stream. I'm not sure what we're doing though.
Okay.
So we're just going to label it whatever. Just chilling. I'll probably go ahead and tag things Fall Guys. I'm kind of feeling like playing some Fall Guys tonight. It's an adorable game. It's fun. If you want to hang out in the Discord alley, I'll probably try to screen share it.
Okay.
As well
I've got to
as
do some research before tomorrow on some, like, I'm just reviewing some people's Shark Tank videos and stuff because we're making one tomorrow.
Oh, well, you should hop into deep research, lady, and yeah, don't worry about the Discord then. I'll no worries.
We may pop back in, but yeah, I'm just doing a little deep dive on Shark Tank videos that went well and ones that suck and why.
Oh, dang straight. Oh, Miffy Moments. Absolutely. It has been fun and interesting. Hey, you have a good one. I'm excited to see you again, Miffy. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell. Stick around. Drop a comment. Drop one of those positive comments if it lets you comment. Sometimes the videos are weird about comment. I gotta lift the wall off of the channel. Yeah, just, you know, you get like the Spanish porn bots.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, anybody out there has experience running a YouTube channel. You know what I'm talking about. Spanish porn bots. They're out there. But, all right. Let's, I'll talk to you later, Allie. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, she's probably saying love you. I love you guys, too. I really do. I really do. I really love it when you go to pillar.io/MURKradio and check out all of our cool sponsorship deals. I also have my music there. It's on an immediate Spotify player, so you can just hit play and kick back. You need some ambience? Pillar.io/MURKradio. Give you boys some plays. I play piano, I do all kinds of stuff. Alright. Later, gang. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do it for Boris Johnson's hairline.